Okay, guys, we got a lot to cover, but before we do that, I just want to thank everybody who watched my my Instagram interview with Nate from Love, uh, um, from Nate with Love. That video, and I just wrote down the numbers. I just literally checked out the numbers. I cut my finger, sorry about that. So I got a little ouchy purple band-aid on it, but I just checked the numbers, and within 48 hours of it being posted up, I got 532,000 views, 33,000 likes, 14,000 shares, and the numbers go on. So my point is, guys, you can be, mocked in one area where you're trying to do something, you flip right over into another area, and all of a sudden you just become instantly, and that's just the first 48 almost 36 hours. It's only been about 48 hours since he posted it, and going maybe 36 hours, and I'm already at over a half million. So that means within a week, I'll be at a million views about my story. So I just want to encourage you guys to don't give up, keep doing you. And if one category ain't working for you, just move on to another. If other people, if in one category people talk bad about you, it don't mean that you are bad. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy of God's grace. It just means the people in that category don't appreciate the gift that God gave them. So then he will move you over to something else better. And instantly you'll find, oh, wow, here it is. Okay. So don't make that a personal reflection of you. Trust me, I know. All right. Now let's get to business. So, anyway, as far as numbers, oh, I got to talk to my thumbnail person. He put uh, copycat. Anyway, y'all get the point. I'll catch that on the next one. Anyway, this is the copycat trade copier. We did how many trades last week? We did 11 trades. One is still running. We had two break evens, and the rest were closed in profit. So therefore, we had a 100% win rate on our trade copier for the Forex copier with 458 pips, no losses. Oil and silver also did very well. We had over 1,352 pips on that one in the live trade sessions with Miss Jenny. You guys have smashed it out of the park. The market dropped, and you guys happened to be there to catch it when it dropped. And for a whopping 889 points, people are happy getting 5 to 10 points, 20 points. I know that there's some people who's live streaming on YouTube, and I won't say their names, but you guys, you know who they are, several of them, and they're always talking about, hey, I just got me 5 points, I got 10 points. And look at this. In 1 week, in our group, in the live future session with Miss Jenny, you got 889 points. That is paying off your mortgage points. Furthermore, and look, I got to tell them, hey, bro, what we doing here? They're supposed to just say Uncle P. He put Unc and then Uncle P. I got to talk to my dude. Nice dude out of the country. Been working with him for years, but I got to get them. I should have double checked. That was on me. Anyway, moving forward, Uncle P futures, my live trades futures. Last week I had another three in a row. Well, this is week 3 in a row where we had a 100% win rate. 19 trades now in a row with no losses. 100% win rate. We had how many trades? We had 6 trades that won and 2 at break even. So again, I'm still undefeated so far in week 3. So now week 4 is upon us. We'll see how that goes. But either way it goes, we're rocking it and rolling it. And again, so we had 6 wins in 3 weeks with a 100% win rate. All right. And hi, honey. I love my beautiful wife. That's my best friend. All right. So let's get to news that's coming up, guys. I already shortlisted it for you. Let me go ahead and take a screenshot of that so you guys can see exactly what news events are coming up, and then we're going to get right on into the charts and we'll be done. All right, here we go. Now, this is a little doozy, not as bad of a doozy. It's just that you're going to have many firecracker marks, okay? So on Tuesday, when the PPI numbers come out, it's not going to be one of those that's going to be an earth-shattering kind of thing. It will cause possibly some quick spiking, and then it will be done and over with, okay? Now, on Tuesday, also, you have the AUD, which is coming out with its inflation numbers, so you want to be careful of that. NZD is also following the same news in the same hour on Tuesday, coming out with their interest rate news. Okay, so interest rate news, inflation news are coming out on those two, especially if you trade in the futures market. So we got to be careful of that. Now, on Wednesday, we do have durable goods. Now, by the way, I want to show you guys this, and then we have Euro coming out with inflation numbers on Friday. Now, here's the deal. I only typed one thing on Thursday, but let's go down and see exactly what's going on Thursday with the US dollar. See all this? This is all the euro coming out of with a bunch of different news all in these areas. I just put it under one category. In other words, be careful on Friday trading the euro. Okay, let's keep going up and watch what happens with the dollar. Watch all this red. Was it third? Wait, I know I got the right date. Hold on now. Hold on now. Did I write it on the wrong date or something? Hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. It was, yeah, I said Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. So look at all this news that's coming out on Wednesday. Red, 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 red. It's going to be a bloody day as far as news events. But here's the deal. When I looked at the actual news events, majority of them are not that serious. Okay, so that's good news. So when they come, it's going to be like a little quick beep, beep, beep. Like you got them M60s or them big, huge, firecrackers that when they blow, you can feel it throughout the entire neighborhood. And then you have those that's just like mini firecracker. So that's what kind of news that's going to be. Okay, so nothing big to worry about, but it is just something to pay attention to. So if you're in trades and you see that it's leaping like a frog, you know what's going on. All right, now let's get into the charts. Let's see what's popping off for this week. See if Uncle P finds anything worthwhile. I told you guys the JPY pairs last week are going to be the ones that I was anticipating doing the drop, and boy, did they do it. Won't he do it? Look at there. That's that drop that happened just like I anticipated last week. I told you guys the JPYs were what I was focusing on this week. I am hoping that the AUD does a little pullback, and then if it does, I'm looking to smash this further to the downside. Let's keep going and see what else we got going on. Nothing there. Nothing there. Now, the CAD, AUD CAD, okay? AUD CAD. If it gives me a pullback and then bounces back up, I'm looking for a buy for the AUD CAD. That is certainly, but I'm not in a rush to jump into it. I'm looking for a what? Pullback. Pull it back, baby. Pull it back. Pull it back, okay? Pull it back. Pull that thing back. Pull it back. Hold on one second. I wish this was my touchscreen. I can get things done quicker. And it seems like every time I turn the camera on, it slows down my mouse. So if any of you guys know why that happens, please, and you kind of techie, kind of let me know so I can fix that. Okay, because it works perfectly fine before then, but after that, it doesn't. So again, you have news coming out. This looks like for the remainder of the week, it's going to be an up week for the AUD dollar. But again, it's a couple of news events, especially the Tuesday inflation numbers and the Wednesday noise that's going to be coming out on it. So Tuesday and Wednesday, I would avoid it. Okay. Let's look at CAD JPY. Look at them JPYs. I told you they was going to drop. I'm looking for a pullback before I try to hop into them for continuation. I'll need a pullback first, okay, on all of those. Now, the CAD Swiss, I'm really never trusted, but if I was looking at it from that 1 hour, okay, whatever. It looks kind of trusty, but again, you know how I feel about Tuesdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Sunday and Mondays is typically a trend day, which means the market tries to go back into the trend. So a lot of people are trying to short it right here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, you guys. I've been up working since, and it's going on 4 o'clock in the morning here. 15 minutes. It's going to be 4 a.m. and I still haven't went to sleep. So anyway, I'm going to get this video done quickly. So normally, what people do, they're looking for a pull. They're going to try to sell right here. That's amateurs. Mature people know that this market it may sell off and then pull right on back up and take everybody out. Because what happens on Sundays and Mondays, it tries to go back into the trend. What was the overall trend? You can see it was up, pull back, and then try to continue up. So I'm expecting to pull back to the top first before I even think about that. Euro G, nothing there, nothing there. EU, it kind of popped off that edge right there. You see it right here. It just respected it. I'm still expecting to pull down first. So with the heavy news, also, it's not going to be my fan favorite. If I do anything, I'll do it in the futures market and scalp it. But as far as doing it here and holding trades, I don't think so. Not for me. All right, Euro Swiss, same thing. This thing looks like it was trying to drop. It's stopping right here, but that's the problem. They see where the stops are. Chances are this thing may push up. If it does, I'm looking for a retest and then turn around. Other than that, it may even pop up and retest this level up here because that's what they do. It's not always about. Now, I will say this. The times when they stop doing it is midweek reversals. So in the beginning of the week, I'm really not even looking for reversal trades. I'm looking for continuation patterns. So even though I see that this is at a very, very strong resistance level, I don't trust the market maker, so I don't take those type of trades. I move on to something that I can see where it's potential continuation or a hard drop like this will pop back up and retest like it did right here. You see it did that hard drop right here and immediately pop back up. Those are the things I'm looking for. I'm not looking for clear reversal trades because now it's the beginning of the week and hardly ever will you get reversal trades. Okay. For those who love trading reversals, tops and bottoms. So be very, 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 very careful because that's where the liquidity grabs or the stop hunts actually take place because they know that's where you place your order because you don't know the rhythm of the weekly market moves. You're always looking at the patterns in the charts, but you're not looking at the weekly movements of the market makers. They always take out stops, and people are always getting their accounts blown most of the week in the beginning of the week before the real reversals begin to happen. Why? Because you were right, but you were too in. You was doing it too early. Okay. There was market manipulation first. Okay. All right. So will this sell off continue? I don't know, but before I look at it, it needs to be pulling back at least to this level right here, minimum. I need to see it pull back to the 181002 level. If it pulls back and creates a little pullback here or something around in this range, okay? Something around this range. If I see that, then I'm looking for a continuation. Other than that, miss me with it. Miss me. All right, same thing. This could turn around, but it's the GBP Swiss. It is in the strong uptrend, and it did pull back to this and using now. It's looking like my daily dot. Instead of it being resistance, they are using it as what? Support. Support. Okay. So I'm not looking for anything on that one just yet. All right. Same thing here. The JPYs, they did fall like I told you. But this week, before I look at them, I'm looking for a full pullback in this one, possibly to retest all the way to the top. And that will take a couple of days for that to happen. So in the meantime, if anything, you see the main trend is a buy. This could be just a temporary pullback and then pull back up a little bit more. Then I can retap them cheeks. Other than that, miss me with it. Miss me with it. I'm good. All right. Let's see. Nothing there. All right. Now, this one did good. It hit off that support, but again, I'm still expecting a pullback first. Let's check on the 4-hour time frame, see if we find anything. Now, that is beautiful. So, GBP NZD will be nice. Let me write that down for myself. Okay. Any kind of sell arrow I get from Simplicity or something like that, continuing in that same pattern, GN. Okay, now we got what's going. We found something. Market looking very, very nasty. But what do I expect always first? A pullback. Okay, pullback, pullback, pullback. So I would hope that it would do a pullback first, hung around this area, then I get a sell arrow on the 15-minute. Okay, see that 15-minute? Y'all could have got that one on Friday, but I don't resell on Mondays and Sundays and Mondays. I wait for a pullback. Pullbacks are your fan favorite. Okay. GBP and UNZD, I'm sorry, GU. Okay, now this did a double bounce off the 4-hour support level right here. I'm seeing the W pattern right here, but will I buy it right here? Of course I will not. What will I'm waiting on? Say it with me. Pull back. Okay, I'm finna say support. Mama, you know I'm tired. I'm going on 4 in the morning. All right, so GU, I will put that on my list and keep a watch on it. GU for buy, GN for a sale. But I don't do them both at the same time because they're GBPs. They got the same common feature, so I'll have to pick one or the other. So let's see which one of these horses will give us a better ride, the GN or the GU. Okay. All right. Now with GU, got to be careful because you know on Wednesday it's going to have lots of noisy news on GU Day on USD dollar. So got to be careful. And also on GN, we also have news coming out on it on Tuesday. So Wednesday and Tuesdays, I don't know, man. You might have to leave that thing alone. So I don't see nothing good. Now here, right here, I say here, right here, okay, this thing is going to go up unless that interest rate news causes it to fall, which happened last time the interest rate news came out on on the NZD. That's why it dropped so massively the last time, in my personal opinion. When they start talking about all that, oh, these interest rates are going to be, and that thing fell like a rock. It was like, oh man, we ain't fooling with you, bro. You ain't worth nothing. So just be careful on that one, okay? This one I also really, really like. NZD, okay? This one I really, really like. NZD CAD. If it does a pullback. If it does a pullback, I'm all for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Up until when? Tuesday. Why? Interest rates. Interest rates. All right. Goldie Boy is in a terrible, terrible choppy sideways pattern. It is a chop fest for real. So me personally, staying out until they break out. Say again, what would you just say? Staying out until I get a what? Breakout. Chop, chop, chop. Chop up your account. That's all you're looking at. You're just looking at your account get chopped up. That's all. So wait for it to break out. Okay. All right. This one did fall, just like I said it was going to happen. The the JPY pairs dropped. Okay. But what am I anticipating? I'm anticipating a pullback first. I don't know when it's going to happen, but that's all I'm going to be looking for. If you give me a pullback pattern, okay, we cooking, baby. We are cooking. We are cooking. So you can even put in a pending order right here and just say, hey, if you break above this level, which is the 156,681, 156,681, if you break above this level, then go right ahead and I'll put my stop right below the low of this level right here, which will put me at what? Right about there. That would put me at, oh, hey, stay still. 156,309, 156,309. So that's about 30, 40 pip stop. Okay. And then if it pulls on up and retests, you in business. You in business, baby. Now, this is weird, guys. This is a weird pattern. Okay. Why? Because you got what one of my mentors called a railroad track. You got a big green bull candle to the upside, and then it quickly sold right on off, and now it's consolidating. Where will this needle in a haystack go? It literally looks like a needle. I don't know, to be honest with you. See, if it was doing something like this over here where it shot up, and this is why I'm telling you guys about these retests. Watch this. Look at this. See this? Boom. All right, now watch this. See this? Drop off, stop, and bing, bing, comes back up and retests. Then you get the real drop. So I don't like those individual one slanted side moves to the top because I already know when it slants to the side, it tends to pop up eventually. Okay, now getting back to you, CAD. I don't know what the heck this is. To be honest with y'all, I don't get it. And so when you don't get something, when you're in doubt, what do? Stay the heck out. Now, on the 4 hour time frame, it does look delicious, but again, be careful trading this because on what? Wednesday, tons and tons and tons of news. So, as always, I'm always just saying, okay, I'm going to ask myself, what is the overall directional pattern on this? It looks kind of confusing, but I know right here, from here to here, it was in an uptrend. So, what would be my first inclination of what's going to happen on this? Oh, you know what's going to happen. Possibly this thing may pop up. Okay, may pop up. So either way it goes, I don't really like it, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, and that's nothing there, nothing there, and nothing there. Okay, all right. So anyway, guys, that's a wrap. I'm going to get me some sleep because it is officially 3 minutes before 4 a.m. in the morning, and I have not slept yet. So I'm gonna be able to catch a couple of hours before my wife wake up and says, "Hey, let's go for a walk. Let's go get some sunshine." You know, that's what she do. She's just a bubbly person, and I want to keep up with her. So I'm gonna cut this video short. Hopefully, it was helpful, and I thank you again for watching my Instagram interview with Nate from the person who interviewed me is Nate from Nate with Love. And he's out touring. I think he's in Atlanta with the other group from tonight's conversation that's touring the country. So he's with them tonight. But I just want to give him a shout out and thank him for that opportunity. Okay, you guys, peace and hair grease. Thank you for everything, and may God bless your day. All right, if I can get my mouse to cooperate.